All right, guys, what's up? This is Felix here. Just giving you guys a quick little video. I was actually thinking about this topic the other day, and I just thought to myself, hey, I'll just probably upload a quick video about it. And this video is basically about, you know, will The Rock ever return? You know, will he ever return for another match? Um, Will he ever get back in the ring? Will he ever be a special guest ref? All that bullshit that some legends normally do. So some of you who some obviously know, after that horrible fucking disgrace of a WrestleMania main event, WrestleMania 29, The Rock got injured during the match, had to get surgery and all that type of stuff. He was actually scheduled to be on the Raw right after WrestleMania, and he couldn't make it. That same night, Booker T said that The Rock is entitled to a rematch, and he still is. And I don't give a fuck. I'm waiting for that rematch because he deserves one, and I would love to see The Rock come again. Um, you know, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. I love seeing The Rock compete. I love seeing The Rock in the ring. It would be great to see him. Basically, as I know from right now, he's currently filming a new movie called Hercules. It's supposed to be coming out next year. Um, might be pretty good. Might be really good. But my prediction, I don't know if he'll be coming back later this year, maybe next year. I have no idea. But I do know for a fact that if The Rock does return, he will say, "Oh, I lost at WrestleMania, but I am entitled to a rematch." And whoever's the champion, no, I do not want to see a Rock and Cena 3. Fuck that rivalry now. The first time they did it, it was good. It was all right. The second time, it wasn't as strong as the first time because you already knew what these two guys could do. It wasn't like a Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Rock and Austin. It wasn't a strong rivalry like that. But it did have its good points and it had its low points. But I really do not want to see a Rock and Cena 3. If The Rock ever does come back and he's champ, I don't know if it would be against like Daniel Bryan or another thing I was thinking was they may later on give the title to Randy Orton. Hopefully Daniel Bryan gets the title, runs with it for a while. Randy Orton kind of cashes in on Daniel Bryan, and then here comes The Rock. Because if I'm not mistaken, WWE actually has wanted to try to do a Rock and Randy Orton, even though they've competed. Not really competed, but they've been in the ring together for a minute, back in like '04, like WrestleMania 20 and little segments when Randy Orton was in Evolution. But I wouldn't mind seeing a Rock and Randy Orton. That would be a pretty good match. Those guys could possibly, give us a main event match. Another thing that's kind of been irking me a little bit. A lot of people have been saying, "Oh, The Rock, he gets hurt quick, and if he comes back this time, oh, it's gonna be for good. He got injured already. There's no way he's gonna come back. That's it. The Rock is finished." I don't think The Rock is done. Until I see The Rock try to come back, and every match he gets injured, then okay, then I would say, all right, Rock, you're getting in your 40s, man. You're not competing every night like how Chris Jericho's doing, or even RVD now. But and shout out to those old guys that's still kicking it, man, still doing it, even though they're not the same as they were when they were younger. I like to see that, but I don't like to see old wrestlers and old legends go and they know they can't go anymore. I like to see them, show us what they used to do, but still look passable, look good. Not, oh, I'm gonna try to do this switch in music, but I'm so gonna miss it. Or I'm gonna try to hit this power bomb, but I'm so gonna just like ball down and not even do it. The Rock is actually one of those WWE legends. I mean, not WWE legend and future Hall of Famer, but The Rock is one of those future Hall of Famers that can actually still go in the ring, like a Kane, like a Chris Jericho, like a RVD, that can actually still pretty much fucking compete and go up against these guys that you're thinking to yourself, wow, I did not know The Rock could still go. Like in 2011 when he came back and he was in Survivor Series and he was going with R-Truth and The Miz, even though R-Truth is no spring chicken. He was going with these guys and he was doing, arm drags and doing all these moves that he used to do like in 01, 2000, 1999. And you're sitting here, I'm sitting there like, wow, like you still got it, whatever. But I want to give a precise point of the year when I think he would come back. But there's a lot of stuff that WWE is trying to do right now, and I can see that it's going to take a minute. And I don't really specifically know if The Rock would fit in those certain parts. Like, for example, when they did the whole Nexus thing, that thing took pretty much the whole summer, and it pretty much took up from the summer to the end of 2010. They did that whole Nexus shit. And, it's hard to predict something. And, that's what I'm saying with this whole thing with Daniel Bryan. It's really looking like they're running with this. So, you can't just really say, oh, yeah, The Rock's going to come back in Hell in a Cell 2013. You just can't say it. But you never know, man. You never know. CM Punk left earlier this year. Came back real fast. He just needed some time off. But, I mean, if The Rock is going to come back, it would have to be at a pay-per-view. It would most likely be at a pay-per-view like a Royal Rumble or Survivor Series. I don't want to say WrestleMania because I'm going to be like, come on, Rock. Come on, it's so fucking obvious. You're going to come back at WrestleMania 30. I mean, I would love to see The Rock come back at Survivor Series 2013, like right at the end. Let's say Survivor Series 2013. Let's say Daniel Bryan has the championship till then. Let's say he faces at Survivor Series, he faces Punk. He faces Punk and Kane or something. I don't know. A triple threat or a singles match, whatever match. And after the match, Randy Orton cashes in, and then Randy Orton takes the title. And right after Randy Orton takes the title, here comes The Rock or something. You know what I mean? That would be pretty awesome. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's really hard to say when he would come back. If he's gonna come back, I highly agree. He's coming back. This guy's no fucking pushover, man. This guy got injured and then back in it, working out, doing movies. This guy's fucking tough. I mean, I know for a fact he might come back, but trying to predict when he's going to come back is going to be, it's kind of hard. I don't want to say Royal Rumble 2014, because that's going to be like, oh, he was just at Royal Rumble last year. So I'm probably gonna say Survivor Series 13 or Survivor Series 14. I don't know. One of those pay-per-views. But just know it's gonna be before WrestleMania 30. I know that for a fact. Rock is gonna be at WrestleMania 30. Um, he's entitled to a rematch. Will he get another championship match? He should get one. He deserves one. Um, will he win it? I don't know. This time, I don't know if they'll give The Rock the title again. Um, because, there is a lot of other guys who deserve a shot at it. And, The Rock's my guy. And I'm even going to admit, now I'm going to say, hey, man, The Rock did his thing. The Rock came back, got his 8th WWE title, got his 10th World Championship. He did his last run. It's time for Daniel Bryan. It's time for Daniel Bryan. Yeah, it's time for the Daniel Bryan, the Cody Rhodes, the Dolph Ziggler's. It's time for them to get their shots. They're good shots. They're clean, good runs. And, if The Rock comes back and gets it, he gets it. But that's pretty much it for this video. And peace, guys.